Hello there. Tonight's shave, we're going to be using RazoRock Sandalwood for sensitive skin artisan shave soap. And the razor is my Germania Cutlery 5/8 Oxford razor with can't remember the name. Bird's eye maple scales. Wonderful blade. And again, we're going to be using my Ever Ready 500 PBT Pure Badger brush. Well, it's PBT stands for Pure Badger, but this has a golden nib finest F2 18mm knot in it, and it is my favorite brush of all of them that I have right now. It's the newest, so of course it would be my favorite, but it's just got a lot of different, the characteristics of this brush are different than any other brush that I own, and I love the brush. So let's go ahead and get started with the shave. I'm gonna wet my brush down real good and start to lather. This soap is a wonderful scent. It's a to me it's a very light scent. It's not really heavy. I don't have a problem with that. I know a lot of guys want really bold scents, and I don't have a problem with that, but I don't mind a simple and light kind of scent either. And this one, I would say it's more the cologne type sandalwood scent, but there's enough of the natural sandalwood to it that it's almost like a cross between those two scents, and it is just a gorgeous, to me, sandalwood for next to nothing. I think it was like $8 or $10 at the most. Really hard to beat that for the quality of this soap. I've been using this brush now, probably a week or more. I set it with a high loft of 52mm loft, remembering that the knot is only an 18mm knot. That makes a difference to the loft. And I did it for a reason. I wanted the brush to have plenty of backbone for what I wanted, but I wanted it to have more splay on the face. I wanted to kind of experience kind of the kind of brushes that, you know, I read on the forums and I get the idea. I don't know if I'm right or not because I've never used that type of brush. But I read on the forums a lot about Kent's or Thader's brushes in that range, and they are soft lofted brushes, or soft, they have soft backbone kind of deal, the Volfix kind of, you know, some guys call them floppy, and other guys say they're just right and just soft, and I just wanted to kind of experience that and see if there was anything I was missing from the regular badgers and boars. My boars, of course, they've got backbone big time. But most of my badgers they're not super stiff like a board, but they've got a good backbone to them. And it wasn't until after I built this brush that I really realized just how much I was pressing down on my face with those brushes in order to get the brush display. And so I wanted to try sort of the high lofted badger knot and see if there was anything about it that appealed to me. I kind of thought there would be, because I have had a couple of pure badger brushes, and they pretty much didn't have any backbone whatsoever. And I actually, I like the brushes a lot. And I'm coming to find that, that's not the only kind of brush that I would want. Excuse me, let me rinse or dry my hands. But the high lofted kind of badger that's almost floppy. This isn't floppy, but it's almost, are lovely. That's a lovely, lovely brush. Cat's messing around in there. Little booger. We don't normally let him sleep in the bedroom. He's old and got stomach problems, and sometimes he coughs up big piles of hair and all kind of stuff. He's a cat, But my wife is visiting her mother. And in order to keep him out of here, I have to close the door off and leave him in the living room all day by himself and all that. Nah. So I let him in, and he sleeps on the end of the bed until I get ready to go to sleep, and then I put him out so he doesn't vomit on my bed and stuff while I'm sleeping and I don't know it, kind of deal. So it's like 11 o'clock at night, or close to. And he's nocturnal like all the other cats. So now he's prowling around. Making a bunch of noise now. Let me set that down. I did not get enough water in this lather. And the chin told me that. Better. Alright, I'll have to add a little bit of water to the lather in the bowl. On the next pass. That's better. Yeah, the slickness went up another notch just as soon as I added that, just that little bit of water. To the soap. And if I'd have had a bit of slickness, I don't know if you can see it, but I wouldn't have got that little weeper right there. So lovely. All right. Need to take care of that little weeper. Mr. Styptic Pen to the rescue as usual. All right. Dry that off. Well, I can tell you right now, need to straighten out a sideburn. Straight is lovely for that. If I could just see. There we go. All right. A little bit more water to my brush. A little bit more water to my lather. I kind of noticed when I first put it on that it felt kind of dry, but I pushed on. I should have stopped and added some water to the lather to start with. But no, I had to be stupid and oh, it'll be all right. If I was using a DE, yeah, it'd have been all right. But a straight razor, at least to me anyway, for me, and that's just a lovely cologne type sandalwood scent, would go well with something like my Swiss Army Eau de Toilette. Just a wonderful, wonderful fragrance. And number 2. The soap's got same kind of slickness that you could come to expect from RazoRock, the Triple X, many of the others, you know, just incredibly slick. If you get the water right. And wonderfully easy to lather. One of the things you really have to watch with a razor like this is what they call a square point. This has been relieved just a little bit there. I have a razor, the 51 Victor, that is sharp. It comes to a spike point there. But you really got to watch these razors around your ears, because they will get you. If you forget to give them the respect that they deserve, they will demand it, and you will know. Like I say, this one is a bit safer because the point has been lightly relieved. But not much. You still have to watch them. A round point will kind of help you get away from that kind of thing. A square point. Not so much. You need to really pay attention. Okay, a bit of touch up. A lot of times when your skin is wet, you'll learn a lot more. You can feel your whiskers a bit more. And so just along the jawline and sort of the crown of my chin. Most people well, I shouldn't say most, a lot of guys probably can handle all this straight up kind of stuff, but on my neck my hair grows all over the place. And the only place where I'm really going truly completely against the grain, most of it is across the grain when I'm doing that, because the hair just goes all over the place. But the only place I'm truly going against the grain is it goes straight down here. But the rest of it, you know, like down here, a lot of guys right down here is really sensitive. Not too bad for me. I can get away with it. And I'm just going to do a straight down path here. On my chin. And that's lovely. And done. Wonderful soap. That cologne type sandalwood scent. But lovely. Nice and slick and protecting. Easy to make a lather with. Good stuff. Alright. And I'm going to follow that up with Brut Classic Essence. The Essence of Man. It says it right there. Look. Essence of Man. So, we're going to be manly today. And I was talking or commenting on someone's Google Plus post not too long ago. He said he used to hate Brut when he was younger, and he tried it recently and he's come to like it, and he thought that the secret might be that he was applying it fairly lightly, and that's something that absolutely with Brut, if you get too much of this on you, it just doesn't, it's overpowering and it can get kind of cloying. But if you use a light application of this aftershave, it smells great. You still get the alcohol benefits. You don't have to slather a half an ounce on your face to, get a little bit of burn and stuff like that, because that's what I like about an alcohol aftershave. I like a bit of that burn. It tells me where I might have been a little bit rough on myself, but it also has a bit of an antiseptic, or however you want to call it, the alcohol. Not much, but, I want it there. And so it also helps to control the oiliness of my skin, because I have very oily skin. So, but it's a wonderful aftershave if you use it sparingly. And so he's dead right, and something that I learned a long time ago with it. So, but anyway, that's my shave. God bless you. And I will see you around all the different places that I got lather in my hair. Check it out. Don't know how that happened, but I did. Anyway, God bless you. I'm sure it was when I was stretching and stuff like that. I'll see you around all the wet shaving places. Thanks for watching.